に合わせて叫べ勝利の雄たけびを秘密戦隊ゴーレム忍者
Chapter 13, Gymnastics vs. Jaru. Author's note. This entry is dedicated to the fact that Kimberly left MMPR team for the reason of pursuing gymnastics, allowing Catherine to step in to take her place. She was supposedly for the Battle Fever J arc, where Diane Martin was replaced by Maria Nagisa, but I found it in Goggle V instead. Catherine Sutherland replaced Amy Jo Johnson due to the latter's decision to pursue further careers, which made me very sad, leading to the stupid Dear John letter episode in Zeo. At the new Sky Base in the Sentai year 2011, the Super Sentai and Power Rangers were starting to get to know each other. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull are fascinated with working with Professor Makino. Hey Skull, you know, this guy, Professor Makino, is really better than Professor Phenomenus, yo. We really get to see a lot of dangerous stuff, said Bulk. He's just as wacky, but more efficient, said Skull. Oh, I can't forget the last time when we really went to the Inca pyramids and nearly got smashed. How cool was that? I mean, those Bowcanger guys are really cool too. We never get to see this much action back from where we came from. They were shipping some valuables for the museum. They were to descend down to the museum. The Gokaiger ship was finished with its repairs, but they decided to help the new skybase to get the money they need to buy stuff from Earth. Professor Makio found his two assistants. Well, once you're done, we're going to review more of SPD's findings of aliens. That's cool, said Bulk. By the way, I just want to eat some of Genta's curry as soon as possible. Well, you boys have made me proud, but I do worry that we could be having some loopholes in security, said Professor Makino. And now that pointlessness has passed, on the other hand, Tommy was still determined to actually bring back one important part of his past, Kimberly. Realizing she had never met anyone had made him see what was going on. She didn't want to be in his way of his ranger duties. He had realized that many of the older Super Sentai warriors can't be easily found. I wonder where Bamba is already, and the other Sentai warriors at this time. I'd like to meet more as much as possible, even if I have to meet them in their old age. Kimberly, oh how I've really missed you to the point me and Catherine broke up, said Tommy. Meanwhile, the new heroes had been chosen ahead. Now they are Satoru, Gunpei, Rocky, Tetsuba, and Kimberly. Billy and Ranu are seen preparing the new breakfast for them, all with the help of Genta. Ikibasu! Said Genta. Behold the scientifically prepared cuisine of Billy-sama! Here's our scientifically formulated breakfast for you all, said Billy. By the way, give Ranu the credit for the idea and Genta for cooking. Oh, Billy, you're just being too modest, said Ranu. I have to admit, Ranu, is that the Abba Rangers do speak well of you, and so do Makara, or Jasmine, as you call her, and Umeku especially, during that incident with the revived Ivorian. By the way, I do hope you can find a way to free Mikuto from his mind control soon, said Billy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's time for Cole's training for him to learn to bond with Akared, said Ranu. His powers are pretty unstable as of right now. We did create specially formulated food for him. He does easily get hungry after he transforms into Red Conqueror while his body burns all that fat, creating really firm abs. It's as if his body is zero fat. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Ranu, said Billy. Cole gets hungry too fast, said Genta, but I can't blame him. Handling the power of 34 Red Rangers with Akared is hard work. Got to go now. Genta skipped hastily to the kitchen to prepare Cole's meals. The two walked away. Tommy thought, well, I wonder what's going on with these two. Oh, that Cole is really something. Defeating Serpentera so easily may be proof he's no ordinary human, and how his body easily burns all that fat. Well, this mission is going to be pretty exciting, said Rocky. I have to admit, first I was a stranded guy. Now I'm fighting by your side, Satoru. I did have fun talking to Adam, said Satoru. That guy's somewhat a psychic to know something about events of this universe. Oh, I wonder how did the idea of Power Rangers Treasure Force came from. And then he told me about the boring Operation Overdrive team. Oh, for crying out loud! I am concerned what could be the next move of the United Alliance of Evil, said Gunpei. I wonder if some people in Gaiak are part of it too, or will join them soon. I wonder what evil plot does the United Alliance of Evil have now, said Kimberly. But we've got to check it out. Tommy was with them and said, apparently they're introducing new technology into the past. I fear this continues, Radic can start to alter the timeline. Feeling through his troops, I can feel he intimidates his followers more than Dark Spectre did with the previous incarnation. I could be wrong, but why do I somewhat see the possibility he could desire one of our women to be his new queen in the place of Astronema? Well, if I'm what he wants, forget it. There's no way I'd be like his bride. It's an awful thought, said Kimberly, shrugging in disbelief. We've got to be ready for the worst, said Satoru, who in his mind was seeing Cole as a nuisance to Sakura, but he wasn't so open to her at all. She remembered the time when Lord Zed once desired her, but fortunately the obsession did linger. Radiguet, well, it could linger for all he cares. Sakura then dropped by and said, well, Satoru, I do hope you do well in your mission. If you need us all, we can drop by too. Oh, I really forgot. I got to go help Makuria Riemann finish the reports. At the United Alliance of Evil headquarters, Radiguet was preparing another diabolical scheme. Looks like we're going to need better plans to defeat the United Super Sentai and Power Rangers Alliance. Any bright ideas? To be honest, all your ideas are failing me, and I am not getting much fresh blood, said Radiguet, grumbling. Well, sire, I suggest we'll send Ryuan with Gaija, Yamba, and Shizuka, said Tranza. Aside from that, what's next, Tranza? You're not doing any better either, said Radiguet. Well, look who's talking, said Tranza. As said, only if I call the shots, we'd win. Florius then came into the room with his body full of soot from cleaning the rifles of the United Alliance of Evil. He begged Radiguet to send him on a mission. Oh, sir, what about sending me? I can prove to you I'm better than Ryuan, said Florius. Oh, be silent, said Gaija, pushing him aside with telekinesis. I'll show you all. I can climb my ranks here, said Florius. What about this, sire? Since Death Dark creates monsters from animal genes, I suggest it's time we insert some strange DNA into their creation, said Ryuan. I suggest my blood can do it. Very well then, maybe monster collaboration should be the next strategy towards our time-related scheme, said Radiguet. Gaija was still upset about being made one step lower than Ryuan, as Radiguet favored Ryuan more than him. I hate that Ryuan, and I would rather remain in prison instead of joining this foolish alliance, said Gaija angrily. At the Sentai year 1982, a pretty blonde-haired woman from Power Rangers year 2005 also managed to drop by. What has gone wrong with Tommy's era? Oh, this isn't good, said Catherine. Oh, crud, my speech patterns are changing. I can read Japanese. This is so crazy. She was right now just in London. Although she and Tommy were over, they did maintain their friendship. She was hoping Tommy might find his true love once more if need be. She was in the city hoping to find some help. She was suddenly so lucky run across Satoru and his team, who were taking a car from the SGS. Satoru was riding on a motorcycle. Cat? Said Kimberly. Kimberly, said Catherine. So you also landed in this new world too? Asked Kimberly. Yes, said Catherine. I was in London from back where we came from. I had my role as a scriptwriter. Actually, I've been free as a bird. What about you? Actually, Kat, I've never met anyone. I threw Tommy away because I felt like I was getting in the way, said Kimberly. That was kind of cruel, said Catherine. I told him everything, though. I feel like we're now on the same boat, both his former loves. I hope he doesn't cross the border to want us both, said Kimberly. It can't be denied that I am also having a lot of suitors lately, said Catherine. Rocky also ran to hug her, remembering their times from MMPR to Zio.
Nice leaves.
Nice leaves?
Yeah, you've got nice leaves. Your branches aren't bad either.
Cat, how are you? Long time no see, said Rocky. I'm doing well. Looks like a legendary war is about to be fought after all, as I saw in my dream. I've never seen so many Power Rangers gather in one place, but they were not of our world in a giant brain-looking spaceship. The dream was a nightmare, said Catherine. Oh, I did read your play. It was so good, said Rocky. And Kimberly's music, they're so great. I'm a fan of them too. In fact, I'm using her songs for my play, said Catherine. Oh, they're my new friends here. This is Satoru, Gunpei, and Tsuba, said Kimberly. By the way, we'll just have to take you to the Search Guard time train. Search Guard time train? Asked Catherine.